Coming up on CityView, ribbon cuttings mark the opening of new affordable housing options for Austin residents. Plus, officials announced the winning proposals aimed at improving mobility and enhanced access to health in the community. And finally, we take a closer look at the Austin Homelessness Advisory Council. Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. The Austin City Council supported a resolution that will change the way the city enforces marijuana laws. The new resolution does not decriminalize small amounts of marijuana, but instead deprioritizes enforcement. This resolution will take steps to eliminate the use of arrest or other enforcement action for low-level marijuana-related possession offenses and ensure that city resources are focused on citizens' public safety priorities. The resolution calls for the Austin Police Department to limit arrests and citations for low-level pot offenses, like possession of personal use amounts. Felony cases involving trafficking or a violent crime would still be prosecuted. The City of Austin's Neighborhood Housing and Community Development Department helped celebrate the grand opening of 2 new affordable housing developments in the city. Nonprofit developer LifeWorks unveiled the Works 2, a 29-unit affordable housing community to help youth and young families at risk of homelessness. Residents of Works 2 will be eligible for an array of more than 20 medical and social services that are designed to help homeless youth and young families become self-sufficient through supported housing, counseling, education, and workforce programs. The Works 2 was supported in part by $1.8 million from the City of Austin's Rental Housing Development Assistance Program, administered by the Austin Housing Finance Corporation.
The City of Austin plays a critical role in delivering properties like this one. We provide gap financing through the Neighborhood Housing and Community Development Department's Rental Housing Development Assistance Program. And we're really excited to be able to partner with different housing developers and provide gap financing to meet their goals.
Our structural engineer.
I've been involved with LifeWorks over 2 decades. They have really made a difference in dealing with a critical problem in our area. And bringing together private and public resources to help our most vulnerable youth.
Another ribbon-cutting ceremony celebrated the grand opening of the Aria Grand Apartments in the Travis Heights neighborhood in South Austin. Builders OSDA Industries and Sagebrook Development welcomed the new complex, which will provide 70 new apartment units, 60 of which are set aside for households making between 30% and 60% of Austin's median family income. That translates to a family of 4 earning no more than around $28,000 and $56,000 a year. Combined, the 2 developments make 89 new affordable housing units available for low-income households and youth at risk of homelessness in the city. For more information about affordable housing and the city programs that make these projects possible, visit the city's neighborhood housing website. For information on these properties and availability, go to lifeworks.org and affordablehousingtexas.com. The City of Austin believes those with lived homelessness experience must have meaningful and purposeful opportunities to inform and shape planning and implementation of city programs and policy. The Austin Homelessness Advisory Council is a group of about 15 individuals who are currently homeless or with lived homelessness experience here in Austin. AHAC is administered and facilitated by the Downtown Austin Community Court and meets on a bi-weekly basis to provide input on processes, programs, and practices impacting and serving individuals experiencing homelessness.
What we find is if service delivery doesn't have the voice of individuals with lived experience,
The same questions we ask everybody.
there's something missing. This group is truly reflective. I understand where they're coming from, but I understand the challenges when you have so many people queued up. What happens is, hey everyone, we're about to get started, but sometimes you're just continually doing the same thing, getting the same results, which may be good, but I think it can always be better. Greg from the Arch is here to kind of give you an overview and update about everything that's going on. So I'm going to turn it over to Greg. I really enjoy being one step away from the clients that are being served, that are receiving these services. This is one thing that we want to do and move forward with. It may not always be positive and pretty. It may be a hard truth.
On top of this is the one thing that I've certainly been asking for, and I think Steve and other people, a temporary place to go until we can sort this out.
I'll say I personally have some conflicted feelings about not having a good answer of where when those folks were being moved.
We get the truth. They can give you that real and honest feedback.
It just seems disingenuous sometimes. It's like, are they doing this because of politics and you got laws and,
But we've got to have an answer of where someone can go.
I think success is stabilizing people where they're not involved with the criminal justice system, where they're not having to go to the emergency room, where they are not cycling through public systems.
So this is, that's good. So and creating an environment that they feel they are welcome to come into, that it's a safe space.
We really want to make sure that all of our actions, we want to help people, but in light of helping someone, we'll make sure we're not doing harm.
We really need to be able to take advantage of this window of opportunity that we have when they're in front of us.
The progression I've seen just in the amount of time from the first meeting to now has been amazing.
So it's not just for the Downtown Austin Community Court, for us to bring potential service delivery options to them to get their input on how we can do things better or how we can do things differently. This kind of feeds into the conversation we had earlier.
For more information on the Austin Homeless Advisory Council, visit austintexas.gov/homelessness. The City of Austin and Ford Mobility partnered to challenge our community to identify new mobility designs and innovations that could improve the way people get around our city.
We are just so excited at Austin Transportation Department and the City of Austin to have been chosen for the Ford City One Challenge.
This City One Challenge brought together government officials, residents, startups, and entrepreneurs with a goal to carry out initiatives that would create immediate positive impact for East Austin community members and support long-term improvements of Austin's transportation network.
Tonight was a very exciting night because we, after many months of work, we were able to announce not one, but two winners as part of the Ford City One Challenge, where the City of Austin was selected to be one of the challenge recipients to Ford's national program.
Staff received 150 proposals and chose Austin-based Good Apple and mobile app Tappy Guide as co-winners to split $150,000 in funding to test their solution in Austin this spring. The winners will have support from Austin Technology Incubator at UT, the Austin Transportation Department, and the Austin Transit Empowerment Fund. That's it for this episode of CityView. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. Our next episode premieres on February 10th. Thank you for watching.